Oh, look who's having fluff.
What? I was about to say.
about to yammer on. That's funny.
Well, as we all know, tomorrow's Christmas, Pete. Tomorrow's Christmas subs.
It's been a while since she's been on camera.
I'm an idiot subs. But
It's been a
got
while.
my little Jesus display over here.
Yeah, I can't really see it because it's just focused on us.
Oh, well, it's right here, subs. I have it here in the middle of the table every year. That's what I used to do up north too. I used to have it right there in the middle of the table.
Yeah. So now we're starting to, let's see, the last video we made I think was summertime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if it was the bread store or we were, I think it was the dentist.
I don't
It's been a while. Yeah.
Anyway,
So she hasn't been wanting to be on video, so that's why there's been a lack of videos, other
Yeah.
than just projects going on and stuff like that. But,
yeah, I've been out in the tent.
yeah.
I was out there all summer long. Well, really, until end of September, going into October, because the weather stayed, fairly decent. So I was out there. I was out there in that dark rest tent, and it was fun out there. I mean, it completely blacked out everything. In the morning, you didn't even know the sun was up until you heard the birds. That's how you knew, the sun had come up, because you couldn't see anything. So it really does live up to its name of being dark rest. Yep.
Yes. So you're saying it's like the dark side,
Mm-hmm. It's a blackout tent.
the
But,
Star Wars tent.
I had bought some tents, and so I decided, well, I think I'll put them up for sale, And I was told that nobody would buy them, they're all gone.
Well, there's one still, we just actually listed because we
Well,
had to find a box for it.
Yeah, that
We
one
finally found
in
the box.
there, it was in the storeroom. I forgot about it actually. And it's a Coleman 6-person, and it has, I had bought the Rainfly really cheap. I had bought it for like $26, something like that, for the Rainfly in the tent. When I had got it, it was winter. When I had last winter.
So it's like off season.
Yeah, it was in January, February, something like that. So it was only $120. And it was a Coleman Instant tent, 6-person with the thick material on it. And it's in there, But then as time went on, and I was in my little dark rest tent, I was like, I started seeing advertisements about these canvas tents. So I'm looking at them because they're kind of pricey. So I was like, well, I better do my research with these here. So that's when I decided to put the Coleman, up for sale. But we had to wait to get the box because I had tossed the box. Cause like I said, it was in the storeroom. I'd forgotten about it. So at first it was in the front room, and then I put it in the storeroom, and other things, life went on, and I was in my tent having fun, and I didn't think about it. So then I was like, okay, well, I did my research with canvas tents, which are expensive, and I was like, okay, well, I want to get one that's not too expensive, but it'll last the rest of my life, So I went and got it, and I got a white duck, which I had never heard of, but like I said, I did my research. I looked at Teton, Elk Mountain, I looked at, what's that, Kodiak, Spring Bar. I looked at all of them, and I settled for the white duck because it was the cheapest out of all 4 of those. And I got a 10 by 14 for $600, which is very good. Free shipping and handling. You only had to pay the tax on it.
Which means I had to expand the platform.
Yeah.
So
Well, he wanted to anyway, because he kept talking about expanding it. So I'm like, well, if you're going to expand it, I might as well get a bigger tent, So
that wasn't really part of the plan. It was just, you wanted a little patio, so I expanded it, and then this
white duck.
white duck is going to take up pretty much the entire platform now. It's what, 10 by 14?
Yep, and it's
And-
a 10 by 16.
The
So
platform's 10 by
it'll
16.
still have the same amount that I had with the 10, when I had the 9 by 10. It'll have the same that I had. The only thing I had out there really was my little knickknacks and my trees. You know, I had some trees and my peony plants on the platform, which they'll still be out there. You know, they'll just be on the side now. But yeah, you know, I got forest green. You know, I was going to get desert red, but they didn't have it, so I was like, oh, what the heck? I'll just give it to you. So they had the forest green, so I'm going to get. And well, I already have it. It's sitting over there in the storeroom. You know, bring it out probably
Probably March.
March 8th, end of March, we're going into April, just like I did this year. You know,
Yeah.
and then I'll bring it out. But this one only has 3 poles, which are good because we don't have to worry about 50 million poles and all of this and all of that. There's only 3.
So I have to help her set it up.
Yeah, we're gonna we'll video that for you, let you see what's going on with that. Because this one has to be seasoned, which means when you set it up, you have to hose it down.
Oh, you don't put it on the grill and season it?
You have to. He's so corny, ain't he, Subs? So you have to wet it down really good, so that the fibers expand, so it'll get used to being out in the rain and carrying, also make it waterproof. Well, it's already waterproof, but this will help out. So, and they said it's better if you do it and then the next day it rains again, but we don't get that much rain in the summer. We get it every once in a while, so. But the hose will be good for that. So that'll be pretty good.
Put the lotion on the skin, or it gets the hose again.
Mm-hmm. And it'll get the hose. It's getting it. Mm-hmm. And to keep it clean, like I did the other one, the black igloo is what we were calling it because I had black tarp over it. I got a white tarp this time,
Yeah, so
to reflect the sun.
the bird crap will be evident for sure.
Yeah. But to tell you the truth, it wasn't too bad out there on the black one. Because even when I would hose it down after it rained, I would still hose it down. It really wasn't that bad. When it was out in the open where we had it when I first was setting it up, yeah, they would get all kind of bird crap stuff on it. But up underneath that tree over there, no, not really. I mean, it did get some, but it wasn't nowhere near like it was when it was out in the open. But it was still almost hit. Matter of fact, when it was over there on the platform, it was almost hit. Because
Yeah, there's a
we had
dead
a couple
tree.
bad storms.
Yeah.
They had really the gale force winds that did knock some branches down, but it did not hit the tent. So, that was fortunate.
Yeah, there was some close calls, yeah, that's for sure.
But it missed it, so I'm like, okay, we'll just keep it over there. That's why I wanted it over there out of the way. If those high branches wasn't over there, if they were like pretty sturdy, but they're not. A lot of them are old and dead, and eventually they're going to come down too. So we've been getting bits and pieces ever since, fall came. Bits and pieces have been broken off and fallen in the yard, so, what are you going to do? So we're going to do that, and of course we'll be cruising again next year, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some vacations lined up, I'll record those and post them and stuff, so. She's getting burned out on cruising, but I thought she used to like it.
I like it. We already discussed it, so he know he knows what's up. He knows what's going on.
She's getting bored with them.
He knows what's going on.
Well, I mean, I thought you liked cruising, so now, we do have some cruises lined up for this year, one for the following year, and after that, probably not much, because
I'll be camping. I like camping, Subs. I like camping out in the yard for free.
but you don't want to go camping out in a national park or out in the woods where it's actually camping.
No, there's Bigfoot and stuff out there. Ain't doing it.
You'd rather camp in the backyard.
I'm on the backyard, Subs. I mean, it's the same thing.
Well, not really.
There's birds, there's squirrels, there's raccoons, there's possums.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't have is Bigfoot, bears, and deer. But
And coyotes.
yeah, but everything else we have. So we have big owls back there. There's hawks. So we have everything except the big, the big predators. We don't have any of those. No mountain lions or nothing like that.
Don't want to hang out with the wildlife.
We don't. I'm not gonna be out there with Sasquatch.
No, well,
Yeah.
that's a darn shame, because that's what camping's all about.
I'm out there with the camping
When you're out there in the yard with
where it's safe. My old ass can't run like I used to, Subs. You know how in them old 60s movies where they be running and trip? Ooh, that'd be my ass. I'd be running, ooh. My ass get eaten.
we can't have that.
Now, I'm out there, subs. I'm having a ball out there. I got a radio out there. I got my CD player out there. I got my books out there.
Your laptop.
My laptop is out there, and I have my puzzle out there. Because I went and got a 1,000-piece puzzle, like I said, up at Habitat for Cigarettes. And I got it a couple of years ago. Like I said, I had misplaced it, but I found it. I think around Halloween, I found it, and I brought it up front where I could keep an eye on it. And I'm putting it together. It'll take a while, obviously, to put that together. But I have a good time. I'm over there, I'm listening to my Christmas songs, Scrooge over here.
Yeah, you listen to that crap, and I'm going to be inside, away from it.
And he don't like Christmas songs. But it's Christmas time. I mean, you're supposed to hear Christmas songs at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Dad. Yeah, my father was like that. He did it. My mother acts. I act like my mom do, and just ignore him when he does that.
Here we go again.
I guess I gotta help you bring it down. I guess I gotta help you. like I'm always bothering him when he's in here. Subs, he got the big screen on. He's watching what he want to watch, and he's over here. I'm hardly ever in here unless I'm cooking. When he comes home, I cook the food. I put it hot on the table. Do he eat it hot? No.
I like my cold pizza. Like, you won't eat cold pizza.
No, I ain't doing that.
I mean, cold pizza, we like Little Caesars.
Yeah,
But
I like
she's
it.
got to heat hers up.
Yeah,
but-
like civilized people do.
No, I'm all about cold pizza. And there's some folks out there that like cold pizza. You say it's gross. Oh, that's nasty.
It is nasty.
Don't knock it till you try it.
My sister said she liked it. She's a weirdo.
Oh, well. Darn them weirdos.
Yeah, she's a weirdo. Yeah, subs. So yeah, my dad, he just thought Christmas was a waste of money and a waste of time. And my mom she just totally blew him off every year. He say the same thing every year, so we knew it was coming. We go downstairs, we'd be all excited. We go downstairs and get the totes out of the game room, or the storerooms down there. Bring them up, and she would decide what she was going to wear, put up, and put the tree up, let it air out.
When you weren't driving her nuts?
Oh, this Christmas time, we didn't do nothing because we wanted toys. So,
Oh, you're trying to be good.
yeah.
You
My mom, no matter how much of an idiot I was during the course of the year, and I was an idiot, I earned every ass whooping I got. Yes, I did. I look back fondly on them ass whoopings. Yes, I did. And, no matter what we did, that never involved Christmas. She never said, oh, you're not getting this or you're not getting. What she did do was you didn't get birthday parties. Like, if the school called or the teachers was calling, you was acting a damn fool in school. If your birthday came around, you got zilch because you're acting like an idiot.
Not even socks.
No, we never got, we never got anything like that. I mean, when he told me that, I had never heard that before. I had never heard of people getting socks and underwear for Christmas. I mean, you get that all year round. Like, back to school, you get new underwear and stuff.
The Christmas tree would be full of presents. Like, wow, we got all sorts of stuff. And more than half of it sometimes would be stuff where like, oh, okay, socks.
I never heard of that.
More clothes for school.
I don't know anybody who got that. I mean, I was talking to my brother one time, and I was like, hey, Mike, do you remember we would get Christmas clothes to wear on Christmas Day because we were always getting visitors. So, we had the frilly little dresses, little socks, our little Mary Janes, and our little patent leather purse. We had all of that stuff. Little dresses with the little lace, ribbons and all of that stuff. Yep. We had Christmas clothes, to dress up. We had Christmas clothes and Easter clothes. Then my mother would go and buy us, clothes and we would dress up. Because we were either going up my grandparents or the aunts and uncles and my grandpa were coming to our house. It was all, everybody know how it was. So, but she never denied you Christmas if you was acting like a damn fool. No, that would go further down. But no, we never. Because I was talking to my brother. I was like, hey, Mike, do you ever remember getting clothes for Christmas? And he was like, what? But I said, clothes. He said, you mean like to just wear it? I was like, no, for a gift. He's like, hell no. Who the hell would give their kids clothes for Christmas? I said, oh, I said, that's what Richard got. He said, oh, sorry, man. He said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah.
He's like, why didn't you say something? I said, what? No, I never heard of that before.
Yeah, we just thought that was the norm. We kind of got used to it. It's like, well, we were trying to figure out what percentage of, things, gifts that we got were what we wanted versus what we didn't want or didn't care to get, like clothes. So,
Yeah,
I mean, so, there were times that we did get stuff, like I think I got a leather jacket, and, telescope, and,
did you get toys?
I mean, we got some stuff, like the game, like the Ataris. I didn't have an Atari till I got out of high school. We didn't have gaming consoles or anything like that. They said, no, you need to study. You need to, think about your school and
Yeah, I never heard of that.
getting good grades, which we hardly ever got. So, yeah. So my friends usually were the ones that got those gaming consoles, and we go over there and play them instead.
But, when you, like I was asking them, I was like, when you go to school after Christmas vacation, like, hey, what'd you get? Hey, I got this, I got that. Like, with my brothers, it was a racetrack called Johnny Lightning and Matchbox and Hot Wheels. Somebody always had that. And my brothers had all of that. And they would be down there. I don't remember the one where they used to go around this huge track they used to have. And they'd be sitting down there with their little friends with the remote control. And they'd be they'd be going around. They did it so much, you could smell the electricity. My mother was like, okay, that's enough. I can smell something's about to set on fire. That's enough for that. So
Burning up the track.
yeah, so they burned that up. And then remember the football game where they would have it and the board would vibrate and the players would make their way down the field? My brothers and their friends loved that. They would get the little players and they would go to this little hobby shop and they would come back and paint the players the way they wanted them. If they like the Steelers or Detroit or Miami, they would paint their little players to be the same color as their team. And they would get together, go downstairs in the game room, and they would get out the board and they would just be playing that thing for hours. They would be playing it. And for a field goal, they would make a little little triangle out of paper, and then they would kick it, and, just boing, and just see who would make it and who wouldn't make it, and they would do it that way. But yeah, they'd be down there for hours and hours. If you didn't know where they was, all you had to do was smell. Eventually, you would smell the electricity, and my mom would tell them turn that damn thing off, and they set the house on fire. Yeah, so then they would get something noisy toys. Yeah, they would do that. So Christmas morning, I remember when we were real little. I think I was maybe 6, maybe. And so we were up. We had woke up early. It was still dark outside, and we used to sit around there and figure out who was going to go out, because the way the old house was, like here, I'm our room. We had a little hallway, and this is my mom's room. And how parents hear everything? And old houses, they creak. So, like, this was the staircase right here. So we would say, okay, it was my turn one time. We was like, get on your knees and crawl out there. Don't make no noise. Because my mother's room was right there. She flung that door open. We was dead if she opened that door. But she never did. She knew our asses was out there, but, she never came. And I'd go down there and look down the steps, and our entire living room was just filled. It looked like a department store. It was just filled with everything you could imagine. We're like, you were so excited, you wanted to say, yay! But you didn't do that out there. You just backed up and went and shut the door, and told, yeah, Santa came, yeah. And then said, well, what's all down? Did you see? I'm like, no, but it's everywhere. And we was like, well, be quiet.
Yeah.
Try to go back to sleep, because we didn't know what time it was. We didn't have a clock in our room back then. We were little kids. We didn't have a clock. So, we would manage to doze off, and then wake up, as it started getting light. And of course, we fly down the steps. Of course, my mom wasn't ready to get up, but she would get up. You know, and we'd be down there, and man, oh man, oh man, Christmas was great. We always had good. We had a wonderful childhood. We always had dolls, games, toys, everything you could imagine. All the games, we had them all. I think there was only a few. We never got Hungry Hungry Hippos for some reason. I guess I don't know. Nobody asked for it. I don't really know. But we had all the other games. We had dolls. My brothers had, like I said, football games. They had footballs over the years. You know, they got weights, a weight bench, and you know, my mom got them all of that. Well, Santa, you know.
Santa.
You know. And,
Of course it was Santa.
but as we got older, you know, she never told us there was no Santa. As we got older, she just told us, well, you know, you have to tell me what you want because Santa, you know, he's so busy. He just does for the little kids now. So that's how she told us we were too old for something. She never told us there was no Santa. She just said, well, you're a little old now. Santa mostly concentrates on the little kids and babies. And we was like, oh, okay. So we just, you know, got to tell her, but she never told us there was no Santa. She never told us that. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. Subs. And she would make us Belgian waffles and bacon or sausage. That house would be smelling so good in the morning. And then my dad would come in. I can't even walk. I can't. I got to step over shit. Look at all. I'm gonna say, shut up. Well, come in the back door then. If you got to do all that, you know. He's like, look at this. Look at all this. Look at all my money. All my money's gone. Look, here it is. Here's all my money. And we just ignored him. We was just looking like, you know, what's wrong with that? My mother ignored him. You know, we ignored him. As we became teenagers, he would mostly just sit in the dining room by himself because wasn't nobody in there with him. We was always in the living room with the toys and stuff, so we weren't in there with him. And he would just sit there like, looking at us like, look, there's all my money. That's where all my money's from. Look at that. You know, you know. I think I even got it. Didn't I show you a picture of him doing that?
Doing what?
Because I had got a camera. I used to annoy the shit out of everybody with two things that I got when I became a teenager. I was becoming a teenager. This damn reel-to-reel.
Yeah, you
Got something.
looks like Amazon. No, that's UPS.
UPS. Okay, that's probably the Buffetti candles
Oh.
that we're selling. Yeah. So. My mom got me this reel-to-reel because my girlfriend in grade school, Deanna, her name was Deanna Bullock, and she had a reel-to-reel tape recorder. You know how long ago that was. That was back in the early 70s. And so I wanted it for Mom when it went for Christmas last because she brought it to school. We was doing all kind of crazy stuff with it. So I was like, well, this is fun. I'm going to ask to see if I can get this for Christmas. And of course, you know, my mom, I don't know where she got it from. She never told us where she got any of that stuff from. So I had no idea if she got out of a catalog or she went to, I don't know. But I did get it. And I used to annoy the shit out of people with that and that damn camera. Because I used to wait when I knew somebody, you know, had diarrhea or something. And I would... And I would take it
Take that
stick
microphone
the
under-
microphone right up under the door, you know. They're like, Mom, she got this thing. She's doing it again. And I would like wait until they had company, and I would bring it downstairs. And they're like, hey, I was like, hey, you guys want to hear something? Yeah. And then I would tell them what it was, and they'd be in there, you know, oh, like, oh, wow, oh, I gotta study. And they would recognize their voice. I wait till the friends are around, you know, then I would do it. You know, my mom get mad, you know. You was being a damn fool. Yeah. And and taking pictures. Yeah, flashing it in everybody's face. Yeah, I was doing that too.
Well, there you go. Christmas memories.
Yeah. So that was funny stuff though.
Yeah.
Especially with that tape recorder. I was doing all that crazy stuff. But that was one of the most fun stuff I'd ever had was that reel-to-reel tape recorder. And you know how that's over 50 years ago. I had that. Yeah, I think I was about 13 maybe. Maybe I was 13, 12 or 13, something like that. That thing was fun as hell. And then I went from the reel to the cassette tape. And thank God they still have those.
Oh, yeah.
But the reel to reel, they don't make those
Yeah,
anymore.
both of us still use our old cassettes sometimes. You got cassette
Mhm.
audiobooks and
Yeah.
I still got some old cassettes that I listen to from time to time, so,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, still working fine, so, yeah,
Mhm.
there you go. While she's eating her fluff, we gotta get that package. It's gonna be another thing for the store, so. get
Yeah, but
those.
somebody ordered something yesterday, Subs. Now you know you're not going to
Oh,
get
yeah.
it.
Yeah, eBay sales, yeah. I mean, they ordered this big ornament that's
Mhm.
going all the way to Colorado Springs.
You're not getting it till
I mean,
maybe Friday.
yeah, based on the delivery, it's showing Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think something else sold. And of course, it's trapped in Charlotte, so it probably won't get out, till whenever.
But they knew that.
Yeah,
I mean, if they had bought it last week, they would have been had it.
yeah.
You know, they would have got it last Friday. They do the same thing every single year.
Every year,
They will wait till Christmas Eve. We have a couple of people who did that last year. Waited till Christmas Eve
yeah,
to order something, knowing there's nothing open.
yep.
What time is it? 3:30. See, up in Pittsburgh, almost everything is shutting down. Everything is shut down by 6 o'clock. It's over with. You know, that's it, done until the day after Christmas. Because Christmas Day, everything is shut down. You know, you can't go anywhere and get anything except for maybe the convenience store or something. And who wants shit out of there?
Mm.
But like, I wouldn't be caught dead in the store now. Mm-mm. You know it's crowded. But yep. So that's what's been going on, Subs. We'll be keeping you in touch. But yeah, like I said, I just like to be out in my tent. You know. Oh, I got my little jacket on here because it's usually cool in the house, and stuff, and he don't never get cold. He's always hot. See, I get cold because I'm old.
On hot stuff.
Oh, is that what it is?
No.
Because I'm old. I'm old, gray, and in the way, Subs.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're in the way?
I'm in the way.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I got to tell you what else he did.
No.
Yeah. He's been waiting to get this laser tape measure thing, but it's a laser, and it'll.
It's a laser level.
Yeah, you showed it, and it'll shoot a beam, and it'll tell you on the thing how far away it is.
Yeah, it's got a red laser for measuring distance. It's got a green laser for leveling, for like tile or putting up shelves, stuff like that. Pretty fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And I accidentally blinded her testing one of the lasers. I didn't realize it was on. It's like, you're blinding me.
Did I tell you how he didn't tell me about that step
Oh, you told
over
her
next door?
multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Her
Yeah,
tomb is still over there.
Yeah, it's still over.
While you're over there chewing cud.
Mm-hmm.
She fell off the back.
He didn't tell me. Hear him laughing? He was trying to get insurance money.
Yeah, my back deck's got cinder blocks for a step.
Well, I didn't know
It
at the
doesn't go
time.
all the way across, but we went around, to get some flower pots. She steps down. I mean, I stepped down. I knew there was no steps there, but she didn't watch me.
Ask him if he ever told me there's a drop.
I mean, your eyes are, your
No.
eyes could have looked down
No,
and said,
did-
"Oh, there's no step
did
there.
you-
I guess I need to."
Did you tell me?
Did you look?
No, because I didn't know to look. I'd never been
Well,
over
you
there
have
before.
to watch your step.
That's when I
What do
hadn't
they
been
say?
over there.
Watch your step.
I
And
hadn't
you
been,
didn't.
I hadn't been over there. It's not like it is now. I hadn't been over there and down the part we call the Serengeti. I hadn't been down on it. Cause no, we never go over there.
Yeah, it's all
so,
overgrown with ivy now.
So I didn't know. There was no step there. I didn't know. He didn't tell me either. And then he walked way ahead of me. Because I didn't. He said only thing he told me is there's a slope. He didn't say there's a drop off. He said there's a
There's
slope.
a slope down the hill, but you got to drop off from the deck.
Well, why didn't
to
you
the,
say that
You
then?
had to look. You have to look where you're stepping.
No, you're supposed to tell me.
Oh, I'm supposed to tell you. What, your eyes defective?
Well, if I'm on unaware, it's called being unaware.
Well, yeah, then be aware with your eyes
Well,
and
what
look
about
down.
the laser in my eyes? That's
Well,
why I can't see
oh, that
because he's
was-
shining lasers in my eyes. He's in the room just trying to act. Now this is what he's doing. Let me get something. Yeah, so he's doing like this here with the laser, but he's doing it when he knows I'm right here, right? He's like,
It's like pink.
he's like,
My eye.
He's looking like, oh, gee, I don't know exactly what's going on here. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm pushing the wrong button is what I was doing until I
He's
pushed
like,
the right
he's
button.
like, well,
and then it
I
blinded her.
don't know exactly what I'm doing. And I said, you know, you can blind somebody, put a laser in it. Oh, really? Oh,
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
Oh.
He did it on purpose. He wants that insurance money.
Yeah.
He did it on purpose.
So, anyway, Christmas ventures with Kate and I. It's been a while, so I'll try to get her, coax her into, more frequent
well, we'll
videos.
have to put that tent up.
Well, yeah, that won't be till March though.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we'll be going on adventures. You know, he of course will be going on a cruise next year, so we'll be doing that. You know. So.
oh yeah,
But mostly, like I said, most of the time, Subs, when we come back from those adventures, I'm out there. We put up the tent. That's where I am. I'm out there.
you're a hermit.
Mhm.
Hermit in your tent.
Yeah. I'm out there with peace and quiet. You would think.
There's no peace and quiet when you got the rambling neighbors.
I don't pay them no attention.
You either got the lawnmower over here, you got the mausoleum,
Oh, that
noisy
house
people.
was put up on the market, and now it's not anymore.
Yeah, like a couple months, no one wanted to pay for it because it was way too much.
Yeah,
They
so
wanted way too
wanted
damn much.
over. They wanted like 600,000,
Almost 700,000.
Yeah, and they notice how the price got knocked out about
knocked down, but-
$200,000.
They couldn't sell it because they're upside down on it, and no one's going to take it over for that price. So so they're stuck with it for a while. Yeah. If the
But
housing
they
market
don't-
crashes, then things will be worth even less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't. I mean, they don't have loud parties or they don't. I
No,
mean,
they're just this loud guy with his conversations, wanting the whole neighborhood to hear about his $1 million deals and all that other bullshit.
yeah. But
we
why are
give a
you
shit.
selling the house?
Yeah,
They've only been there what 2 years?
yeah, about 2 years, about
something
right.
like that.
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
trying to
but-
sell it for a profit. They ain't gonna get it.
They had an open house there for about a month,
Yeah.
something like that. But I think that was around Halloween, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
But I mean, there was people coming.
Yeah.
But I think when they saw the price, they were like, "Ooh, no."
They were like, well, they saw the size of the yard, which there's hardly any yard. It's
They
only a
don't
quarter
hardly
acre.
have any property.
Yep.
They concreted it over. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, the backyard, I mean, there's really nothing for a yard. Quarter acre, and it's all filled up with that house. It's 2,500 square feet. So yeah, I mean, my house, I've got half an acre, and I've got property. So I mean, I got space. But,
Yeah, they don't have it.
no. But anywho, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Let you finish up your last glob of fluff. So,
As long as I can see it.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
either that or you're chewing cud.
I won't be. That's what I was doing over there.
When you fell and I heard this thud.
And you know what? He was so far ahead of me. He was behind a tree doing like this.
That's what Snidely.
Snidely whiplash. You know, Dudley Do Right. Remember that cartoon? Then he was like, then when I was like, when I wasn't dead, he was looking around like, see if the neighbor saw. He's like, oh shit, oh. Oh, I better go check on
I better go. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I
While
better-
you're chewing cud.
I better act like I'm concerned. I was in the leaves. And I was laying there like, what happened?
What happened?
What'd you say you heard a thud?
I heard a thud. The ground shook. Like a 2-pointer on the Richter scale. Dunk.
That's why you don't see me, Subs. Keep an eye out. Because he made me take out more insurance.
Yeah, I got more insurance. I got more. You got more insurance for me.
Whose idea was that?
You?
No, it was not.
You're trying to take me out. You want my insurance.
Don't even lie. It was him. Well, here, we got to have a Zoom conference. I'm like, what for? Because I'm getting more insurance. Okay, well, what's that got to do? No, it got to be both of us.
Yeah. Got to make sure you exist. You're not a robot. Like a CAPTCHA. Are you a robot?
You weren't worried about it when you tried to kill me in
I'm
the
not a
hill.
robot. You a robot?
You tried to kill me in the yard. He tried to.
Error 404. I can't walk.
That's what he was doing behind the tree. He's peeping behind the tree.
Wow.
That's what he was doing.
That's too
Yeah.
funny.
And then when he act like I'm laying there like, what the hell? And he's like, oh.
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. Why'd you say so? I'm like, I'm just saying. Did you ever get in there? What's that got to do with him?
That's funny. All right, well, until the next video, whenever that is.
Yep. Merry Christmas, subs.
Yep. And
Merry
happy
Christmas.
new 2025 coming up.
Yeah.